In addition to vertical and horizontal shifts, stretches, and compressions, another way to transform the graphs of our parent functions in our library of functions is with reflections. The first reflection we'll look at is reflection about the x-axis. So if we go to our graphing calculator, and I have the parent function square root of x as our y1, and then y2, we're going to multiply a negative 1 on the outside of that square root symbol, on the outside of the grouping symbol. So we'll go to our graph, and you can see the parent function, the bold one, our regular square root of x, and then with the negative in front, it's reflected, you can see symmetry, about the x-axis. So it's a vertical reflection about that x-axis. And if you go to the table, you can see here are the y values of our parent function, the regular square root, and then the y values of the negative square root of x all have negatives in front of those y values. So we've multiplied all these y values by negative 1. Okay, so we'll sketch our graphs here. So here's our parent function, square root of x. And then when we put that negative in the front, negative square root of x, it's going to reflect it, vertically reflect it, about the x-axis. And I'm going to have you guys add the word vertical, although that's not officially the name of the transformation. You can just say reflection about the x-axis. But I want you to remind yourself that it's a vertical reflection, because that'll help you when you work through these problems here shortly. Okay, so what did we do to the equation? We took our function f of x, and we multiplied by negative 1 out in the front. So we multiply by negative 1, and remember, this is important, it's outside the grouping symbol, which in this case is the square root. Okay, so we can also reflect about the y-axis. So in order to do this, we'll look in our graphing calculator. We'll leave the parent function square root of x, and now I'm going to move that negative from outside the grouping symbol to inside. So I'm going to insert that negative sign inside the square root, so now it's the square root of negative x. So now we're multiplying a negative 1 by the x's, and that's going to reflect it horizontally, and that's about the y-axis. So you can see the mirror image. Here's the parent function, the square root, and here's the square root of negative x. Okay, and so I want you to remind yourself here, insert the word horizontal. Again, you don't have to write that word, but it helps remind you that this is a horizontal change because you multiplied that negative 1 inside the grouping symbol. So if we multiply our f of x, we multiply negative 1 times the x. So if we multiply by negative 1, and this time inside the grouping symbol, we will reflect horizontally about the y-axis. So we can make a sketch here. So here's our parent function, square root of x, and when we put that negative on the inside of that square root, it's going to reflect it about the y-axis.